Hello, my name is Candy Ballard and I am your AP Calculus teacher. So welcome to AP Calculus. A little bit about myself. I have been in the classroom for 22 years. I have taught everything from Algebra 1 through AP Calculus BC. I have taught at both West Valley and Tockwitz High School. I've been at Tockwitz High School for the last 12 years. I am currently the math department chair. I've been the math department chair for about the last 11 years. I also graduated from St. Mary's College, a little women's college in South Bend, Indiana, with a BA in mathematics and computer science. And I graduated from Azusa Pacific University with an MA in educational technology. I also have 4 kids of my own. I have a husband who's happily married. He was the one taking the picture, so he's not in the picture. And, oops, sorry. So a little bit about AP Calculus. So it is an advanced math course. It's actually a college level class. If you do pass the AP test, your college can offer you units. Depending upon the school, it's something you want to look up as you're looking at colleges. In AB, we study 8 units of instruction, and I follow the instruction that the College Board publishes. So it's kind of not directly out of the textbook. I do follow the order that's published by the College Board. And then BC, the second year calculus class, it studies 2 additional units and then a few additional topics in units 1 to 8. And as you'll see a little later exactly which units we do. It isn't 10 full units. We do partial units. The units all cover limits, derivatives, integrals. We'll find out what all those wonderful things are. And as you leave, whether you pass the AP test or not, you're going to feel like you're actually well prepared for a college level math class. So our grades are going to be based on student learning. So we're changing this up a little bit this year. We're going to use what we call standards-based grading. So let me explain a little bit about what that is and where I'm coming from. So this is a screenshot of my grade book in about the fall of 2019. So before COVID hit, before the pandemic hit, this is what I would see. All those red spaces are people not doing homework. And this was just one snapshot of one grade book, but this was very common. It was very common last year as well. It's been common for a long time. And I have grown to my point of frustration with this. You can see the people who were doing the green were doing the homework on time all the time. People who just had the 250s, they were doing the homework. They were getting it done. It might not have been on time, but they got it done. And then everybody who's in red just didn't bother to do the homework at all. So if you're not doing the homework, you're not preparing for the tests, but it's also killing your grade. So we're going to change the things a little bit this year to hopefully encourage you to do homework and make homework not kill your grade. So standards-based grading is grades are going to be based on the student mastery of each unit of instruction. So what does that mean? So in a traditional grade book, so this is not what we're doing, but in a traditional grade book, assessments are about 20% of the grade, participation's about 5% of the grade, and tests are worth 75% of the grade. In a standards-based grade book, at least the way we're going to split it up for the AB Calculus class, I'm going to grade you by unit. So our assessments for Unit 1 will be 20% of the grade. For Unit 2 will be 20% of the grade. Unit 3 will be 20%, 4 20%, 5 20%. And assignments will be worth 0% of the grade. We'll explain a little bit more about that later. If you're in the BC class, we're going to start, or at least for first semester, we will start with Unit 6, so that in each unit it's going to be worth 25% of your grade. So what this looks like in Aries, sorry, my little thing is blocking here. So what this looks like in Aries is instead of you doing a crazy amount of points, we're going to get away from points-based grading. You're going to be given a proficiency level on each test. So if you get a 4, you've rated advanced. You got the advanced questions and the mastery questions correct. You're doing an awesome job. If you get a 3, you're working at the proficient level. If you got a 2, you're working at the developing level. If you got a 1, you're at the novice level. And if I give you a 0, that means you have insufficient learning, meaning you haven't taken it, or you just haven't made a good attempt at the learning yet. So when you look at the grade in the grade book, you want to focus to make sure that you're getting at least 3s. We want to see at least 3s in there. And then you notice the reflection grade is a little bit higher. We'll talk about homework here in a minute. So this is the other thing we should know is that I'm going to offer quizzes and re-quizzes. We'll talk about that in a few seconds here. But whenever you have a quiz, so this quiz grade, say this one was a 2 to begin with. If you got better on the re-quiz, I would wipe that quiz grade out. So you do have room for improvement in this model. Oh, sorry. So how does that translate to a letter grade? Okay, so we're going to focus on the learning, meaning we're going to focus, do we have a 2, do we have a 3, or we had a 4? But I do have to put a letter grade on the report card. So if you get an average of all of these grades in there that's between about a 3.4 and a 4, which was basically you're seeing mostly 4s in the grade book, then that would be an A. It's going to be our advanced group. If you're get an average of between 2.5 and 3.39, sorry, I have too many decimal points in there, that is going to be a B or proficient. So basically you're looking at mostly 3s, not Bs. There's a typo in there, sorry. If you're looking at an average of 2.0 to 2.49, you're the developing stage, and we're going to call that Cs. So when you're getting mostly 2s on everything, I'm going to assign a C. And then if you're getting between 1.0 and 1.99, or you're getting mostly 1s on everything, then you're at a novice and you're going to get a D. If you show me no evidence of learning, you're averaging between 0 and 0.99, or you're getting mostly 0s on things, then I will assign an F. So quizzes and re-quizzing. So everybody will have to take the quiz and the re-quiz. Even if you get 100% on the original quiz, you're going to take the re-quiz, and you're going to show me that you can still do this. It's important, especially in a course where the culminating exam is the AP test. You have to keep knowing this material. You can't stop knowing it. You can't just study it for the quiz and not still know it in a week or two. So we're going to do that. Everybody's going to quiz and re-quiz. The re-quiz is going to go in as a separate score. So it will, if you get a 2 on the original quiz and you get a 4 on the re-quiz, I will take that 4 and I will replace the 2. So if it's higher, I will replace. However, if you got a 3 on the original and you get a 2 on the re-quiz, that 2 is going to stay in there and count as its own grade. So how do you improve from there is you are able to do as many re-quizzes as we need. Okay, you can re-quiz until you are at the mastery level. Hopefully you don't need more than the original one. So you will have to do additional re-quizzes. You're going to have to show some proof of studying. We will get more into that in class once we kind of do a few of these, and I'll show you what I expect to do the additional re-quizzes. We will, between the quiz and the re-quiz, we will have some time in class where we do study again and hopefully improve our quiz grade. All of these quizzes are going to be short and they're going to be timed. And the reason that they're going to be short and timed is you're probably going to get multiple ones in the same day. I'm going to break each topic into like a little mini quiz. So that way we can track by topic. Oh, I've got topic 1.1. I still need to work on topic 1.2 really badly. So that way we can track that a little bit better. I'm making them timed because the AP test is timed. And I don't want you to spend an entire period on 5 questions when you have 3 of these little mini quizzes to do. All right. So the big question is, wait, why homework doesn't count, right? So here's how you have to think about homework from now on. Homework, assignments and homework, they're practice, right? That's how we get better. So in athletics, do you get credit for that practice? Do you get credit for going to practice? Do they keep score during practice? If you're a musician, do you get credit for practicing your instrument? Is there a daily score for practicing your instrument? There really isn't, right? So how do you know if you succeed at those things? You win the game, or you have a really good game, or you have some good plays during the game, or you have a really great concert, right? So we're going to take that philosophy in this class. Homework is still important. It's going to help you learning. It's going to help you demonstrate that you are learning, because what I put on the homework is going to be put on the tests and learning quizzes. So we will be turning in instead of like, here's the assignment and you can have as much time as you need to turn in. At the end of every week, we're going to be turning in homework reflection logs. So I'm going to give you some homework assignments. There's going to be some levels of different homework assignments that you're going to get to choose from. And you're going to tell me at the end of the week how you did. And you're basically going to be assigning yourself your homework grade. So you're going to be reflecting on your learning, because this is about you, not about Mrs. Ballard's rules. It's about you learning the material. And The other thing you should be aware of is that we're going to do a partially flipped instruction model. Thanks to last year, we have lots of videos that Mrs. Ballard has recorded. So some of the week we're going to have you watch the video, and then we will do the assignment piece in class together. So my goal is to, on Friday before the afternoon is up, to have the assignments for the next week posted. So that way you can start working over the weekend. It's likely you might have to watch one video or a series of videos over the weekend to be ready to come in Monday morning and work together on the class. So you will be watching sometimes videos that I have done and come in and work on assignments together. Every so often, I may throw a video in that wasn't done by me, but that is done by a very excellent teacher. But most of the time, it's going to be videos that Mrs. Ballard made. A few days a week, because I do know sometimes students enjoy the live instruction and they like being able to ask the questions during the live instruction. We will go back to the way we would traditionally do it and do the lesson in class. And on the calendar for the week, but on Friday, you'll know which ones I'm going to do on video and which ones we're going to do together in class. Anything that isn't finished in class obviously becomes work at home and outside of class. And that's just the way an AP College class is. You're going to have to work outside of class. So how to be successful in this class? Do your homework, right? Reflect on your learning. Take notes and ask questions. Be organized, and you need to own your learning. If you're a parent watching this and you have more questions, the best way to get a hold of me is by my email, cballard@hemetusd.org. There's a voicemail there. It doesn't get checked super often, so there's no nice little light that comes on for me to know that I have a voicemail. So email is absolutely the best. I'm looking forward to working with